All right, let's dive in to one of the most powerful, maybe the most powerful idea in all of business. Seriously, it's the secret sauce that separates marketing that just shouts into the void from marketing that feels like it's whispering directly to you. It all comes down to this. Real success isn't about reaching everyone. It's about reaching the right one. So let me just ask you straight up, whether you're thinking about a huge global brand or, a local coffee shop on the corner, who are you actually trying to sell to? Just take a second. Who is it? And if the first word that popped into your head was everyone, well, you're not alone. That's the most common answer in the world. My product? Oh, it's for everyone. But here's the thing, that's a trap. And here is the punchline. If you try to be everything to everybody, you almost always end up being nothing to anybody. Your message just gets watered down. Your budget gets stretched way too thin, and you never ever make a real connection. And that is the exact problem we're gonna solve today. The solution, the way out of that trap, is this thing called market segmentation. The best way to think about it is like putting on a special pair of glasses that lets you look at a massive crowd and suddenly see all the distinct little groups hidden inside it. So let's put those glasses on and take a closer look. Okay, first, let's get some quick definitions out of the way. A market is, well, it's just the entire universe of potential buyers. It's the whole crowd, everybody who could possibly buy your stuff. A market segment, then, is a smaller, more specific group inside that big crowd. You can think of it like a clique of people who all kind of want the same things and have similar stuff in common. And market segmentation is simply the process. It's the action of taking that big, messy market and slicing it up into those neat, understandable little groups. It is literally how you find your people. So if the whole market is a giant pie, how do you actually go about slicing it up? Well, it turns out marketers have 4 main knives they use to get the job done. And here they are. These are the 4 fundamental ways you can slice up your market pie: geographic, demographic, psychographic, and behavioral. Let's break down exactly what each of these means. Let's start with the easiest one to understand: geographic. This is all about where your customers are physically located. Are you targeting people in a certain country or a specific city? Are they in an urban area or a rural one? Even the climate matters. I mean, you're probably not going to sell a lot of heavy-duty snow jackets in the middle of the Sahara Desert, right? Next up, you've got demographic segmentation. This answers the question, who are they? This is all that observable statistical data about people. Things like their age. Are they Gen Z or are they a millennial? Their gender, their income level, even where they are in their family life. Single, married with young kids, empty nesters, all of it. Okay, now we're getting to the really interesting stuff. Psychographics go way deeper. This isn't about who they are on the outside. It's about how they think and live on the inside. What are their personality traits, their deepest motivations, their lifestyle choices? Are they adventurous risk takers or are they cautious homebodies? This stuff is absolutely crucial. And finally, we have behavioral segmentation. This one is super practical. It's not about what they think or who they are, it's about what they actually do. What specific benefits are they looking for from a product? How often do they use it? Are they a super loyal customer who buys all the time, or a total newbie? And this is a perfect example of what we mean by benefit segmentation. Look at this. It's the same brand, Colgate, right? But these 2 products are aimed at completely different segments with totally different needs. One group is looking for the benefit of pain relief for their sensitive teeth. The other group, they're seeking the benefit of a brighter, wider smile. Same company, 2 totally distinct targets. Now, behavioral segmentation is so incredibly powerful because of something called the 80-20 principle. The idea is that for most businesses, a small group of customers, around 20%, actually generate most of the sales, around 80%. So the big takeaway here is to find that vital 20%. Find your heavy users, who buys the most, who spends the most. Focusing on them can give you a massive, massive return. Okay, so you've used your knives, you've sliced the market pie into these nice, neat little segments. Now what? Well, the next step is the big one. It's deciding which slice, or slices, you're actually going to try to eat. This is where we move from analysis into real strategy. So how does this actually work in the real world? Well, most businesses follow this pretty straightforward 5-step process. Let's use that coffee brand example. First, you select the whole coffee market to study. Then you choose your bases for segmenting, say demographics and psychographics. Step 3, you get really specific with descriptors like under 30 and health conscious. Then you build a detailed profile for that segment, figuring out what they need and how big the group is. And finally, the last step, you select that group as your target market and design your whole marketing mix, your product, price, promotion, all of it just for them. Now, once you have your segments, you basically have 3 main ways to go. You could try an undifferentiated strategy and just treat everyone the same, which, as we know, is super risky. You could use a concentrated strategy and focus all your energy on one single specific niche. Or you could do what Colgate does and use a differentiated strategy where you target multiple segments, but you have a unique game plan for each one. All right, we've come to the final critical piece of this whole puzzle. It's called positioning. Once you've picked your target segment, you have to decide exactly how you want them to see your brand, especially compared to all the other brands out there. To put it really simply, positioning is the battle for a specific piece of real estate inside your customer's mind. You need to own a word or an idea. Are you the affordable choice, the luxury one, the most innovative, the healthiest? The key is you can't be all of them. You have to pick your spot and own it. And this is so cool because it makes positioning totally visual. This is called a perceptual map. It shows how we, as customers, just naturally categorize things. Look at the restaurants. Down in one corner, you got McDonald's and KFC, owning that low price, less healthy space. Panera Bread is seen as healthier, but still pretty affordable. And way up in the other corner, Tender Greens is positioned as the high price, super healthy option. Every brand has its place in our mind. Which brings us to our final thought for today. And it might be the most important one. The real power of all this, of segmentation, of targeting, of positioning, it doesn't just come from deciding who your customer is. It comes from having the focus and the discipline to decide who your customer isn't. Because in a noisy, crowded market, maybe the most strategic choice you can make is deciding who you're willing to ignore.